Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. We're just checking out Vechain here, on the daily time frame, and as you can see, things pretty much playing out exactly as we predicted so far. You can see here, obviously, Veracity here, Vechain here, so I've just done a video on Veracity and it's like, sometimes I get the two mixed up quite a lot. Vechain here, you can obviously see what's happened. We've been keeping tabs on this for a while. Obviously, I had this descending wedge in this local area of the daily time frame. Obviously, once we broke out of this, consolidated to the side, we could have potentially had this scenario play out where we had a descending wedge here, sideways action, and then an overextension to the downside. But what's actually happened here is we've had that, kind of consolidation at the bottom of the wedge, the breakout, the basically the consolidation sideways, and then actually with Bitcoin leading the market back up to retest some previous levels. You can see for Vechain here coming up to this level here where I placed a short, but I did get stopped out as we did continue that very parabolic move for Vechain. And what is this, 10 days of green candles in a row? I don't even remember the last time that happened, to be honest. It's got to be all the way, maybe in this region here, but realistically it's probably all the way back here, isn't it? So you can obviously see how overbought we were getting, heading into this major previous support flipped into resistance here, and I put in another short position in this area. As you can see, we came up to here, my short got triggered pretty much exactly on this level here. What was this? Around 2.1 cents in this area here, and you can see we had a few days of hitting this resistance, and then yesterday we had a fairly decent sell-off, coming down into profit currently. This may well come back and retest and then continue downwards like this, in my opinion. I do think that, even though we have had a fairly decent and promising little move up to the upside for quite a few cryptos, we are still in a downtrend here, making lower lows and lower highs overall for Vechain, as you can see. And you'd probably expect, it's fairly likely that we'll come down at least to probably back into this area of structure in this area here. And if that's the case, we could come down like this and then, potentially come down essentially and start to consolidate and bounce in this area. This key level here, this 1.9 cent level as well, which is back here in this area, I do think that will probably play a part as well. And if that is the case, then we're probably going to see Vechain coming down into this area, maybe starting to get a bounce here. I'm going to monitor this quite closely, because if we do start to come back up here and potentially, push these highs quite consistently, we might break back inside the range and potentially get stopped out. So I may well just set my stop loss to, pretty much break even, maybe a tiny loss here. And then if we come back into this and I get stopped out, I can always re-enter the position depending on what happens. But realistically, I'm probably expecting Vechain here to, at least have a retracement back down into this area here. You can see we did come down to this level and get a bounce, but I'm probably expecting a little bit more of a steeper sell-off, as Bitcoin will most likely start to sell off and retrace for a retest of the range it broke back into. So that would be our analysis for today, guys. Short term, I'm still bearish on Vechain as we continue in this bear market. You can see still making lower lows and lower highs. On the macro, nothing's changed here. You can see lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and you'd probably expect still a lower low as we continue throughout the bear market until we see major confirmation that is not the case anymore. Obviously, breaking out of bear market resistances would be pretty key as well. There's obviously a resistance here which is quite significant. You can see we've finally broken out of that. You could see a backtest continuation, but we've still got this massive bear market resistance all the way up here at like 5 or 6 cents, which is not going to be tested for a long time, let's be honest. So short term we're still bearish, but mid to long term very bullish on Vechain. Think it's going to do well in the long term. So thank you very much for watching indeed. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.